That sounds incredible, but I played with Zaiwu.
I literally don't do anything. Like, pew, pew.
Go big, and Kenny's gonna go ahead and peek in a second.
Bunny hole.
1, 2.
But now, as I consider myself an expert, as everyone else on HLTV. What up, Axis is here, and today we're gonna discuss your chances of becoming a pro player in CSGO. As you see, I am prepared, and we need to start the video because I got only 2 minutes to plan. Yeah. Many young people want to be on a par with the sports legends who change the world. They crave to win trophies, medals, and have a luxurious life. And I'm glad that you don't have to be physically outstanding to have a great career in eSports. So what qualities do you need to go pro? What can increase your likelihood of getting golden AK? I started my research 2 years ago when my dad told me this story.
Your granddad devoted his life for games. I was a pro gamer. And now it's your turn to spend whole life playing games.
I was like,
okay.
And then he continued.
Listen, you need to finish what I started and never forget about it. It's chewing gum stuck in the throat. Never forget about the fuse kit. Now I'm gonna die.
So I started training, but it looked like this. And like this.
Damn it!
You might assume that I didn't succeed, but oh yeah, well, I didn't. But now, as I consider myself an expert, as everyone else on HLTV in this section, actually, I love you guys. You're fucking dumbasses, but super entertaining. So as a qualified expert, I'm not gonna teach you anything. What is better, we will go through the tests that shows your chances to play as a 7th or 8th player in Astralis. And also, I will do a gaming experiment on myself to demonstrate how difficult it is to become a professional. The first is your age. It is probably late to start if you already have a beard, especially if you are a girl. For age I get 0 of 8, and for me the test is over, because I'm in my fucking 70s. But in fact, I have even got a team. You get 8 of 8 if you look something like this, and 10 points if you look like this. I think you got the point how to count your points. The second is your reaction time. It is vital to pull the trigger faster than your opponent.
Go big, and Kenny's gonna go ahead and peek in a second. And he gets the flick on his Zipnix, lightning fast!
Most pros' reaction time is below 200 milliseconds. I'm not the fastest draw in the West, but let's see. This is reaction time test. It says when the red box turns green, click as quickly as you can. Like, okay. CSGO is a skill-based game, so if you are a beginner, you have to master the basics first. There are several types of shooting in the game. Spraying, bursting,
Pew, 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 pew,
Pew pew
pew.
pew pew.
tapping, and face sitting, my favorite one. This is what you get every round if you haven't mastered the first 3 techniques. You also need to train your movement, and the main element is counter-strafing. This is what you need to dodge bullets and kill enemies at the same time. You see, press left, right, right, left. And it's very easy if you already know how to dance bachata.
1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. And ladies?
Make sure you're moving your hips.
What else do we have to improve your movement skills? Bunny hop. And I think the next activity may be useful. Yeah! CS is a team game, so communication has a crucial importance. So if you're mute, deaf or toxic, the majority of players in matchmaking, the likelihood to become a big player equals the likelihood of players who play matchmaking only. So find a team and you know where to play. CS is a strategic shooter and we all here understand that you have to have a great aim. This is not up for discussion, but only various and well-designed tactics bring big victories. So good strats are double greater than a high aim. We get to the main point, practice. To go pro you need to train like a pro. And here's a video of what is your daily practice routine. And I want to show you what said one of the best players in the last 2 years, Kate Markovic from Team Liquid.
I don't deathmatch at all. Honestly, what I do is like, I literally don't do anything. Like, I just, so like if I have a match, I'll get on, I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna play like 5-10 minutes of aim bots, and then there you go. That's what I do at LAN events. I'm always just like I don't do anything. I just play aim bots for like 5 minutes. I'm just like, okay, let's go play this match.
So guys, you need to understand that to go pro, you need to train at least 5-10 minutes per day and then play match. I'm gonna follow this tip and I know this is gonna be hard, but I will do this anyway and let's see what happened. Of course, I'm recording this video after 2 weeks of exhausting and rigorous practice. It's the first day and I'm starting to play. And I'm ready to tell you about my personal progress. On the first day I was dying a lot, but the game really brought me a pleasure. It was like the beginning of new relationship. You like everything and you don't pay attention to the number of people she killed? And you may be wondering how much I sucked in CSGO in the first days. This much? Or several times harder? But definitely it's not me. I prefer city side. They always bring their rescue kit. And I got some tips for you. Start today with a little warm up for your hand. Oh! I think I broke my wrist. I don't think it will affect my KD ratio somehow, but how will I do my favorite thing? You need to use good equipment if you want to achieve something. Do you really think that this mouse is okay in competitive gaming? No, this is dog shit. The best pros use the best equipment they can find.
Oh yeah! Da, 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 da. Fuck you bastards! I'll kill you all!
What types of maps should you play? I know the answer because that sounds incredible, but I played with Zaiwu. Oh my gosh, I'm so drunk. Where I am? I'm in a jail? Oh no, let me out, please! Help! Somebody help me! Oh, I have a pistol. How did I get the pistol to the jail? They opened the door. I can go out. I told you guys, I told you! The best player in the world practices on this map. Now we know your secret. Oh, that's actually fun. Now let's try maps that develop your skills. I mean, finally, we're on a Dust 2. Looks pretty competitive and we have a Stormtrooper. Guys, I trained so hard in the last 2 weeks. But my results haven't improved. Therefore, I think I'm not the problem, but my old PC is a problem. That means I need to buy a new high-end gaming PC. And then no one will stand on my way. By the way, how much does it cost? $3,000? Where will I find so much money during the crisis? I already spent everything on... I think I have an idea. I'll write to the top PC production companies and ask them to support me. Who we have here? MSI, HP, Intel, Nvidia, AMD, Asus, Acer. I know how to write business letters. What's up, my bros? I'm young, beginner, budding.
Pro player. And I am trying hard to play CSGO. But I don't have an extreme gaming PC. So send me it because I want to dominate. Thanks. I understand that you want to be confident in your investments, so I attach to the message
A clip with the best moments from the game. No doubt they're gonna support me, but while I'm waiting for their positive answer, I still need to train. So I think I have to lower my settings. You may notice that most pros use low in-game resolution to get 250 FPS constantly. So let's go to the settings. And yeah, I have HD resolution, let's change it. Shadows slow, textures slow, details slow. Okay, let's apply it, and what do we have? Oh, that's better, that's much better. But you know, pretty good, but not for a competitive gaming. What we can adjust here? Yeah, lower, lower. And let's try it. Oh yeah, I really like it, that's good. But, you know, not enough. Let's click here and maybe this a bit lower. Yeah. Oh! I guess I found it!
Oh yeah, baby, this is it! This is insane! The best competitive settings in Counter-Strike!
And the most important thing in the end. You may heard of 10,000 hours rule. Practice your thing 10,000 hours and you will master it perfectly. It was popularized by a Canadian journalist Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers. And you may think, I need to play just 10,000 hours? No.
You're wrong.
The author of this 10,000 hours rule, Swedish psychologist Anders Ericsson, later in his book Peak that he wrote with Robert Poole, says that the results of his research were oversimplified. And his main idea is you don't need 10,000 hours of practice, but what you need is 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. You see, when most people start doing something, in our case play CS, they reach a certain level where they understand, that's my limit. And if I want to take myself to the next level, and if I want to take myself to the next level, I have to make a superhuman effort. Even the best players will sooner or later stop in their development. Therefore, theoretically, you can make dreams come true. But you need to force yourself to practice harder and harder every day, even no one believes in you, even if your PC doesn't believe in you. And it says,
"You suck as hell in CSGO. The game will be deleted, and the computer will be destroyed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Find new ways to train, watch demos, analyze, correct your mistakes, Stay focused. By the way, there is a great book on the subject by Cal Newport. Be disciplined, dream, sacrifice your personal life that you don't actually have. And probably you still won't succeed, because there are so many high-skill players, most people can't even imagine. According to statistics of concurrent players, we can assume that several million people run game daily, but most of them play to chat with friends or for fun.
Why are you pushing on air? Yeah? Why?
And you can see that less than 1% of the players in matchmaking have a global elite rank. I think this system doesn't reflect the reality of situation in competitive gaming, because the best players usually don't even play matchmaking. They play Faceit, of course, except Zygo. He prefers jail maps. Some of my friends used to be global elite players when they were fucking tryharders, but none of them have ever reached the level 10 on Faceit. Guys, the competition is huge. There are 3,600 level 10 players on Faceit, only in Denmark. And if we click to one of the last guys, we can see that there are 55,000 players in Europe that are higher than him in the rankings. It is hard to become a global. It is way harder to get the level 10 on Faceit. And even when you get it, still half of the Barcelona stadium plays better than you. And if we add North America and the rest of the world, then almost the whole stadium plays better than you. And there are only about 500 places in Pro League. And there are only a bit more than 100 teams that can provide you with a decent salary so you can eat from time to time. And now the answer to the question I asked at the beginning. What are your chances? Less than 1%, and only if you're young, super skillful and insanely industrious. But it's still pretty good, because my chances are like... Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you are still with me, you can increase my chances of becoming a pro YouTuber. And what do you need? Basically, press the like button, leave a comment, I don't know, subscribe! I don't have any subscribers! And, I don't know, share this video with your friend, or maybe he or she or it or they also like CSGO, and yeah, that's it. Good luck, have fun. What? What types of